Hello and welcome back to my Q&A video series about the pandas library in Python. And the question for today is, how do I use string methods in pandas? All right, so in Python, we're used to having access to lots of string methods. For example, if I have the string hello and I want to make it uppercase, I just use the string method upper. Okay, so you actually have access to a lot of string methods in pandas. You just have to know how to find them. So let's pull up an example data set. So first we import pandas as PD. And our data set for today is online orders from the Chipotle restaurant chain. So I'm going to say orders equals pd.read table and pass the URL bit.ly/chip orders, okay? And here are the first 5 rows of the data frame. And so let's pretend we want to make the item name uppercase, okay? So you might think, oh, this would be a series method, and I would just say something like orders dot item name dot upper. And you've almost got it right, but that's not going to work. If you want to use a string method on a pandas series, you actually say .str.upper. So that's saying it's a string method. And when we do that, you can see that we've gotten back the uppercase versions of each of the item names. And if you like, you could overwrite the original item name series with these values, okay? So let's look at another method as an example. So another string method is contains. So this is how I check for the presence of a substring. So I could say str.contains, and I'm going to look for chicken, okay? And when I run that, I get back a series of booleans, a series of trues and falses indicating whether a particular item in this series contained chicken. So we see false, 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 true, and that's because this has chicken in it. And you might ask, well, why would we use that? Well, we might want to filter the data frame like this and only look at rows in the data frame that have chicken in the item name, okay? So there are tons of string methods you have access to. What you'll want to look at is the pandas API reference. So I'll link to this in the description below, but you can just Google pandas API reference and you'll get to this page. And once you get here, you'll want to search for string handling, okay? And find this section. And then you'll be able to see all the different string methods you have access to, okay? All right, as always, I'm going to end with a bonus, and in fact, I have 2 bonuses for today. And the first bonus is just to show you that you can chain together string methods, okay? So let's say that I want to remove the bracket characters from these strings in choice description, okay? So if I said orders.choice.description.str.replace, and then the way replace works, I say I want to replace a left bracket with nothing, okay? If I run that, it indeed removes the left bracket, okay, from every element in the series. What if I also want to remove the right bracket? Well, I can actually just chain this with another replace method. So remember, this returns a pandas series, and as such, I can run another series method on it. So I just say .str.replace, and this time I want to replace the right bracket with nothing. And there you go. Okay, so that's the first bonus. The second bonus is just to tell you that many pandas string methods actually will accept regular expressions. Okay, so if you don't know regular expressions, this won't make much sense. But I'm going to write that previous line of code more simply with a regular expression. So I want to say I'm just going to define a character class, so using brackets, that defines my character class. And then I'm saying I want to replace either a left bracket or a right bracket with nothing. So actually, it looks a little funny, but I put brackets in there. I have to escape both of them. But when I run that, it indeed does work in replacing the left and right brackets. Okay, so that was using regular expressions. All right, well, that is it for today. Thanks, as always, for joining me. Feel free to click subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this. Feel free to leave a question or a tip in the comments below, and that way we can all learn from one another. And that is it. So I hope to see you again soon.